Live, late breaking. WESH 2 News starts now.
Right now at 6, a suspected killer granted release in a high-profile murder, but he won't walk out of jail just yet.
Calling for cleanup, why a group of goats are being unleashed around a local elementary school.
A cool afternoon and a colder evening ahead. How much longer until things warm back up?
Those stories straight ahead. Plus, it is Giving Tuesday, and WESH 2 needs your help to give back in a big way.
We are kicking off our annual Share Your Christmas Food Drive today with the Telethon. Our team is standing by to take your calls. Be sure to dial the number that's on your screen to donate. All proceeds will benefit the Second Harvest Food Bank. So far, we've raised more than $91,000. Now we're at 93. We're going to check back in with our volunteers coming up in just a few minutes.
First, we start with new developments in a local mother's murder. Today, a judge ruled that the man suspected of killing her can be granted release. WESH
2 was inside the courtroom as the decision was made, and it came as a shock to friends and family of Nicole Montalvo. But as WESH 2's Bob Hazen explains, her estranged husband will not be walking out of jail just yet.
This is our first time seeing Christopher Otero Rivera in person in court today, and prosecutors decided not to put up any evidence to keep him in jail. Christopher Otero Rivera was smiling at times as he waited in court. He's accused of murdering his estranged wife, Nicole Montalvo. And what happened here angered Nicole's friend Anne-Marie Collins, who fears prosecutors are not doing their job.
And they failed her again today.
Prosecutors missed a deadline to file formal charges against Otero Rivera. It's been more than 33 days since he was arrested after the Osceola County Sheriff's Office says Montalvo's remains were found on his family's property along Hickson Avenue near St. Cloud. Because the state has not filed charges yet, he has the right to be released from jail without having to post bail unless the state could show the judge that they have probable cause. But today, prosecutors did not even try, offering up no evidence to show what they believe Otero Rivera did.
The court has no option under law but to release the defendant on his recognizance as to this case.
That means Rivera would get out, except he still faces a violation of probation charge for allegedly contacting Montalvo despite a court order not to from a previous case in which he was accused of kidnapping her. So for now, he stays in jail.
And just to hear that he could have been released if he didn't have the VOP is it's heartbreaking. If he gets out, he's going to hurt somebody else.
After the hearing, his lawyer would not comment on why the state still has not filed charges.
Does he maintain his innocence?
Absolutely.
So again, Otero Rivera is still in jail now. A hearing on that violation of probation case is set for January. Reporting at the Osceola County Courthouse, Bob Hazen, WESH 2 News.
We did hear back from the state attorney's office tonight. They tell us they are aware of statutory obligations, but say they cannot proceed with the case as the evidence stands right now. They also tell us that prosecutors will continue to work with the sheriff's office as the investigation continues. It was the talker across Central Florida today. It is cold outside.
you skipped the chilly part, straight to cold. Some parts of our area woke up to temperatures in the 30s. Let's head over to First Alert meteorologist Eric Burris. And Eric, got another cool night ahead.
We do. Mainly clear skies over top of us on our tower cam network. Of course, as the sun's going down, it's more and more difficult to tell. But I promise you, now that the sun's down, these temperatures are going to drop nicely. 56 in the city. That's nice and cool, but you head north of town, it's just downright chilly. It's cold. It's 52 in DeLand, 52 as well in the Villages. We're about to cross into the 40s in Ocala, and we're not even to 7 o'clock at night. That kind of gives you an idea, doesn't it? 52 in Palm Coast. We're into the lower 50s as well for Titusville. The wind is going to both help us and hurt us. It's going to help us because it's adding a little friction, which actually keeps the temperatures milder, but it hurts us because it brings in a wind chill factor once we get chilly enough. I'm happy to report, though, yes, it's going to be cold in the morning. The Orlando area gets to 44 degrees, but look at the afternoon. We're working to nearly 70 degrees tomorrow. Don't worry, I've got you covered neighborhood by neighborhood. Plus, we're looking to the rest of December just to give you an idea of what the computer models are saying. My full First Alert forecast in minutes.
Can confirm no goats were brought into the newsroom today, so Gail did leave them all. Brevard County Public School officials say it will cost them $4,500 to use the goats to clear the weeds and grass. It's about 3/4 of an acre that they are devouring.
Excuse me, they have the goats for 2 weeks, but at the rate that the animals are eating, they may be finished even sooner.
They're a little hungry out there. Hey, Governor Ron DeSantis lit Florida's 2019 state Christmas tree at the Capitol today.
The governor's office and members of the Florida cabinet joined the governor and his family. His 3-year-old daughter Madison hung the official governor's mansion ornament from the tree. A Tallahassee tree farm donated this year's tree, and if you still need to buy yours, state officials ask that you shop local. They tell us the fresh Christmas tree industry in Florida adds about $3 million to the state's economy annually. Right now, we are in the final hour of our Giving Tuesday telethon.
It's a day to remember our local charities and give back during the season. Here's what we've raised so far: $97,000. We're trying to hit 100 and go beyond that before the end of this show. We're going to check back in with our team standing by in the studio in just moments.
When we see you tonight, what the FBI wants you to know about your smart TV and your privacy. Also, how an ad for Peloton exercise bikes through social media into overdrive. Ahead on NBC Nightly News.
At 10, the day's not done yet. Central Florida is still making news, and we're just getting started. WESH 2 News at 10 on CW18. As the big story breaks, as the video comes in, as the weather changes, you'll end the day knowing what tomorrow will bring.
Developing now at 10.
We are live on the scene.
Showers and storms get going.
Join Stuart, Summer, and Chief Meteorologist Tony Manatee for WESH 2 News at 10 on CW18.
Closed captioning on WESH 2 News is driven by Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.
Our Giving Tuesday telethon is underway, and every donation you make can help people right here in our community.
It is all part of our Share Your Christmas Food and Fund Drive, and all the proceeds will go to Second Harvest Food Bank.
WESH 2 Summer Knowles standing by for us to look at where the donations stand right now. And Summer, we are very close to blowing out that goal.
We are. Okay, so we started at 6 o'clock this morning, so we're going on over 12 hours, but we are so close. Our goal is $100,000, and right now you can see on your screen $98,052. So we're less than $3,000 away. That's all we need. Not much money at all. So please go ahead and call us. This is our 34th annual Share Your Christmas, which means we're doing it every year. And we're doing it every year because the need is great every year. So here to talk a little bit about that need right now is Greg Higgerson with Second Harvest Food Bank. So tell us why we need it every single year. So people that called last year, you can call in again right now.
That's what we're doing at Second Harvest Food Bank. We're turning that into a lot of food for the community and a lot of folks who need help.
Right. They're making it happen. We've got 10 volunteers back here. They've been back here for hours. Let's see. Everyone's on the phone right now, so that's a good thing. So keep that money coming in. We're trying to get to $100,000. We're at $98,297, so we've gone up a couple $100 just while we're standing here. Call the number on your screen, 407-830-9374. We could really, really use your help. And again, all of that money stays right here locally. Guys, back to you.
All right, Summer, thank you. And of course, every single dollar counts. So whatever you can give, be sure to do it.
And I want to tell the folks, if they're calling and the line is in, keep calling, because you'll get through eventually.
They
okay?
go through them very fast. Hey, the cooler weather in Volusia County brought manatees to warmer waters of Blue Spring State Park.
When the river temperatures dips below 68 degrees, the manatees start heading for the springs. So cool to see. Chopper 2 captured hundreds of manatees enjoying the springs. The Orange City Park closes to swimmers from November to March, so the sea cows can rest undisturbed.
And they may be out there again tomorrow because things are going to be cooling off again tonight, Eric.
It's funny to think that because that water temperature is 72, that's the warmer water that they could find. Yeah, it was chilly this morning out in Seminole County and Volusia County, where that is, of course. 38 is where we woke up this morning in Sanford, 37 in DeLand, 43 for Orlando. But look at Ocala, top left corner there, 30 degrees. The first seasonal freeze. Check, done and over with. At this hour, with mainly clear skies, we're looking out into Volusia County here on our Daytona Beach Tower Cam. It's beautiful. Thankfully, we are expecting things to be just a little bit milder. 51 degrees, our current temperature. It's 51 as well over in the Villages, 52 in DeLand and 56 in Orlando. When we look at neighborhoods, though, I wanted to point out Romeo and Dunellen, both of our weather sensors in extreme western Marion County, already in the 40s. Same thing with Salt Springs. The reason, there's less concrete around there. They're more rural communities. Concrete holds warmth, so as the sun sets, they kind of radiate out heat. When you're in Salt Springs or Romeo, there's not as much concrete, so there you go, chillier spots. 52 in Lake Pennsauken, 51 in Bushnell. How's about Lake County? Okahumpka at 49 degrees, but we're still at 54 in Groveland, 54 in Astatoula, 52 degrees in Mount Dora. We're looking at above average temperatures, so a little bit of 70s and 80s, I think, in our future. All right, Central Florida's most accurate 7-day forecast. Another chill of a morning tomorrow, but we get back to 69. Another chill of a morning Thursday, but we're back into the 70s. Heck, through the weekend, aside from a sprinkle, it's perfection, and the 80s return Monday, Tuesday.
All right, Eric, with a Twitter post, the UCF quarterback room got a little less crowded today. But first, one of FSU's top candidates for the head coaching vacancy just got paid. How this impacts the Seminoles coaching search, that's next.
Now, WESH 2 Sports, sponsored by Mullinax Ford.
Well, it's a bit unusual to lead sports with the Iowa State coach getting a contract extension, but it's significant because this move made by the Cyclones impacts the FSU coaching vacancy today. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
All right, our Giving Tuesday telethon benefiting Share Your Christmas and Second Harvest Food Bank is still going on. We've been at it for 12 and a half hours. $100,000 is what we're going for. And right now, we are less than $100 away.
73 bucks short, according to that. And we've got a big thing that's happening right now.
I know, and the phones are still ringing. Folks are calling.
Keep
Greg.
them ringing.
And Greg Higgerson with the Second Harvest Food Bank. I know you've got another exciting announcement for us.
I do. We are down to the wire on Giving Tuesday, and I can tell you that we just got a tremendous gift from a longtime friend of Second Harvest Food Bank. Kevin and Christine Goen just put us over the top with a $10,000 gift. AmeriFactors is the name of that company that they run, and what a fantastic gift. Thank you so much.
We got an updated total that just popped into our board now at $113,157. All thanks to you all at home for your donations. And these phones, as long as they're still ringing, these people will still be here to answer them.
And we still want you to call because our goal was 100,000, but I will tell you, last year we did 120, so it would be nice to do a little bit more than that, you know what I'm saying?
We are so thankful. Thank you so much to our viewers at home that are watching online at WESH.com. Greg, how does this make you feel when you see that total that we surpassed the $100,000?
It makes me feel like there's a whole lot of generous people out there in Central Florida, and we're so thankful for that. And we're thankful to WESH, too, for making this happen every year, and to all of you for coming out here and helping tell the story.
Thanks for all your hard work,
absolutely. It's our 34th annual, so we love being a part of this.
That's our report for tonight. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt is coming up next.